Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Friday the 1st of May. Right, let's start off with the euro dollar, and as you can see yesterday the euro shoved up some more. We've seen a really good push up now. We've now got the new monthly pivot in, which is pretty much prior into those prior highs, and price could be drawn back towards that sort of level. You see it clearer on the 4-hourly chart to the right here. Could be drawn towards that area at the moment. We've got the daily pivot below us, which again may be partial draw. So I'm watching this quite carefully. Through the Asian session, we've seen very little movement in the euro dollar. We did see quite a decent shove yesterday. It retraced most of its gains from the morning through towards the early afternoon, and then shot back up again. On this hourly chart even, there is some divergence between these highs and the RSI here, so it wouldn't surprise me if we saw this move to the pivot and possibly beyond, down towards well, at least a test of that 50 MA, and maybe even down to 111 or below. Now generally when we've got new monthly pivots in, they do get caught quite early, so it'll be interesting to see if this is the case with the euro. There is a trend line that we should be drawing on across the lows here somewhere. Probably badly drawn. There's actually a couple of trend lines. Let's catch it from the bottom first, and if I can put it on, it'll be good. Let me pop it on from the lows there. There's certainly a trend that's, there we go, got it, running across there. Break that trend line may just suggest a short-term change of trend, if not more. So just watching for that on the euro. Certainly at the moment I'm erring towards the bearish side this morning. Right, that's the euro dollar. Let's look at the pound dollar. And what we got here then. Yesterday, as expected, I was a bit wary about the pound trying to make anything much in terms of it. It already had such a good surge up, and it wasn't a major shock to see it sort of push back into the previous day's highs and then roll over a little bit. Didn't quite make a new high, and immediately then broke down. And it's by doing what it did, it's easy to see on the 60-minute. Effectively, it's put let me draw on here. It's easier. So we put this lower high in, which was confirmed as we broke those prior lows there. So so I put a lower high in at the moment. There is the possibility that this morning we could run up back just up to that 153.80 area, but any breaks of these lows really maybe waiting for the horizontal break here, but waiting for a break, maybe back down to the 152 area today, with potential continuation back down towards that monthly pivot, possibly anyway. Maybe see a bigger correction here to that monthly pivot. We'll see, but certainly I would expect possibly a bit more continuation to the downside from where we are. Okay, dollar yen. Right, let's bring in that. Yesterday ended up, it's a real funny old day yesterday. Sold off, then rallied, then pulled back again. Today it's already caught its monthly pivot there, which is no surprise when you see the amount of chop it's been sitting in of late. In fact, the whole month it's been between 118.5 and 120.13 almost. We had a little blip out there, but really restricted within that quite tight range. I've been avoiding trading it purely in case because it's the fact that it is quite range bound. At the moment it looks like, well, it could just run up here a little bit further and catch the highs. It has got its daily pivot below us, which reasonable probability of being hit. So if we do start seeing it gaining some strength against the dollar, and seeing this sold off here, it could be a target, but it's already moved quite away, and weakness may just prevail. Okay, and finally the Aussie dollar. Took a beating the previous day. Yesterday again it sold off strongly on Thursday, and today it could be coming down for its catch its monthly pivot at this rate. The way it's come off here, it's put in a daily pivot swing, which is a relatively bearish move. Doesn't always create huge moves, but when they do go, they certainly go. So there is the possibility, at least coming down to that monthly pivot, how close it is. It's looking at sort of bear flaggish on this 4 hourly. Then when you see it on the hourly chart, it's even clearer. Now it is at the moment almost between a rock and a hard place. If you can get above the 21, I'm looking at 2 areas here. It's effectively in this wedge pattern here. If you can get above there, well, maybe it'll run up to the back towards the daily pivot, 100 MA, etc. If it gets any sort of move through, we've got this sloping 50, which it may come up to. Now, if it does run up to that way, well, I'd probably be selling into that 50. Now, to the downside, we've got the monthly pivot, which is not too far away, so break of that trend line there may provide options to look for the short side and trade back down to 78.36 at least, if not before. It coincides nicely with the daily S1 as well, so quite a nice target if it does break to the downside. Okay, so all in all, good market all look a bit bearish against the dollar today, which may be the main mode. As I say, there are a couple of opportunities, cable, euro and Aussie, to just have a little bit of a rally, but in the main they're looking relatively bearish. Okay, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.